What percentage of hours go into planning decks for the stream? So yeah, it's usually like 35 to 40 hours streamed a week. It was a little less last week. And then like roughly like 10 to 15. Last week it was more prep for the stream than usual because I played a decent amount off stream. But usually around 10 to 15 hours like testing decks off stream and like working on decks off stream. And then like 15, 20, 25 hours for Channel Fireball. Chicken 2 months and Sergeant Kidder 4 months. Appreciate you guys. Play Slivers next. Alright, it's on the docket now. And Yindrik, thanks for the raid, dude. Hope you're having a good day today. We're still playing the Rito. Is this the same deck again? Alright, Rin 6 without a fetch land is a lot less intimidating. Oh, this is the same opponent. Okay, well, we just won, so I feel like the matchup is good, but these matches do take a long time. Spinach 7 months, appreciate you as well. Lots of subs and resubs today. It's been a good stream so far. Yeah, Grease is bonkers. Yeah, I like the deck a lot. I think it's probably the best Darcy Ragavan Luris deck at the moment. Plus. Although I guess if we Prismatic Ending, then we just do lose to Polymorph Emrakul if we don't draw Teferi. We don't have any other choice besides this. Oh, also they drew fetch land for turn, so they couldn't take advantage with Ren. Am I a Dragon Ball fan? Yeah, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. I own all the manga. Alright. Yeah, the draw is pretty good against ours. It's very off the top. Lucky. So the play, I like ending less. On the draw, I'm likely to play more copies. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was probably the first. Like that, I guess Naruto was more. I watched Naruto before I got into Dragon Ball Z. I know like both of those are like the first animes everybody watched, of course, but I watched them I guess backwards because most people watch Dragon Ball Z first. I actually don't really like the Dragon Ball Z anime too much though. In retrospect, it's fine, but the manga is just. I think it's a much better way to like experience it, where the pacing of the show is just so slow. It's so slow, but in the books, it like really is like so much better to read. I feel. I know that I know every douchebag is just like yes, the manga is superior, but I feel like it's. You know, at least in this case, I have a big preference for it. Alright, Jaw's shaping up pretty well. Them not having Ren. Yeah, I like the Nihiri Emrakul plan for the Rockerick deck. I feel like it was like a really versatile sideboard plan that was nice for like any matchup we would board out Chalice in, and then Nihiri could also like you could bring 1 or 2 in some matchups, which is good. I should just play Teferi with Spell Pierce up, right? And then we'll think about fighting over this. Yeah, we should probably fight over it if they counter back. Oh, if they play delay though, I don't care. I have 3 turns. I have 3 turns to spare for sure. Yeah, the Teferi gets haste. Does it actually get haste? I think it does. I assume 3 episodes of screaming can be accomplished in a page or 2. Unironically, yes. A lot of that kind of stuff just like is like it's like one panel is sometimes like 3 minutes of screen time of just yelling. And then also like Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, I think is the better of the two stories overall. It's like more of a comedy, and it's like got a lot of heart, and it's really fun. Like yeah, just like Dragon Ball is a really good time. Power level of Fire Ice from 1 to 5. I love versatile cards. I don't usually like to rank cards with numbers, but it's good. I like the card. A little underplayed, I think. More like Dragon Ball Z, man. Caster, have you ever like thought about doing like just a podcast reviewing anime and stuff? I feel like a lot of people would watch it. I know that I would. I would be all over it. What's Caster's favorite anime? I've got to guess. Actually, it's probably not actually Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Just like I've got like a lot of Naruto themes on the channel. My favorite's not Naruto. I would say that I've said for a long time that Code Geass is my favorite, but like this like in like the last year I've watched Parasite that I really liked, and then I also really liked I've been recommending this to everybody. It's a new one. It came out like a few months ago. It's called Odd Taxi, and it's been really good. It's just one season, pretty self-contained story, like 13 episodes. Really like that one. Really like Decadence. That was also like just one season, self-contained story. That was just great watch. Yeah, I like season 1 of Psycho-Pass. I never saw the rest of it. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop's really good. Cowboy Bebop kind of transcends genre a bit. Which are always like the good ones, right? Just good stories, not just anime. Yeah, I liked Invincible too. Invincible, I think, you know, a lot of times shows like you really need to digest them for a few days. Really needed to digest, you know, shows for a few days, I feel. Like, see if it sticks with you. Invincible is definitely one that stuck with me. Go let this go. I also watched I watched The Green Knight over the weekend. I don't think I'm gonna say almost anything about it, besides the fact that I had a hard time following some of the story beats because I wasn't familiar with the mythology that the story is based on. And so if you feel like you might struggle with that as well, then I would recommend brushing up on it. Brushing up on The Green Knight. But that's all I'll say. But and I feel like it's a really hard movie to digest. But I was really excited for it. Ever since like the trailer dropped last year. What mythology is it based on? It's a part of like the King Arthur mythology. Specifically one character from King Arthur, or a few characters, or a tale from like that era. And you should be able to find it if you like you research it. I guess we can ice again, and then they can't like delay or remand my Teferi again. Yeah, Sir Gawain. I don't think I'm saying the name right. I can't say anything right. Yeah, but there's a poem that it's based on, and I don't want to speak for like, you know, the director or anything, of course, but it in a lot of ways, the movie does feel like it kind of expects you to be familiar with the poem, which is something I didn't like personally like, but maybe I'm just dumb. But there were like a lot of story elements and like character motivations that like weren't really delved into very much. And in my opinion, it just kind of felt like the director expected you to be familiar with the poem. Go in, okay, cool. It's a huge part of Western Europe. Yeah. And like, I think it's fine to like expect people to be familiar with it. I'm just, you know, an uneducated Twitch streamer, and I just wasn't familiar. The movie is The Green Knight. It's by Studio A24, and I really like their movies. This is their latest. I really liked Hereditary and Midsommar and The Lighthouse. Uncut Gems was weird, where I did feel like the movie was good, but I didn't personally enjoy it all that much. Bill Belmont, 6 months, appreciate ya. Yeah, it just wasn't for me, I think. But I did like recognize that it was a good movie. Have I seen your name? I have seen your name. Yeah, we'll get back to Magic in a little bit. But I've seen your name. I like the movie. I've actually seen it twice, I think. I don't see too many movies twice. Oh, last night. Okay, last night. I had never seen There Will Be Blood, which is just like an old timey western that I'd never seen before, and Esther's like, "Oh, you've never seen it? Let's spend our Sunday watching it," and I really liked it. Thought that movie was good. That's to drink my milkshake. Yeah, she had like made that reference before, and like I just hadn't gotten it. Okay, one game two. I'm gonna click submit, use the restroom, and then thank you to all the Magic only fans who indulged me talking about TV and movies for a little bit. I've thought about like having like a section on the Discord just to talk about TVs and movies and stuff. I feel like the idea of that's fun, but I'm also still too much of a boomer to ever log into Discord. For your patience, I think that we have to mulligan this hand, even though it'd be really good if we drew a land. Let's keep this one. I think I'll put back the second Teferi. Teferi is just so good against their deck. Lavical, thank you for your subscription. Appreciate you. Yeah, they're polymorphing into Emrakul. We've actually played against the same opponent twice in a row now, so hopefully we can get a new matchup soon. Hopefully they don't have turn 2 Ren again. Definitely a matchup where Spell Pierce shines over Flusterstorm. Alright, everybody can breathe a nice sigh of relief. I think I'm gonna ice them. What are you replacing Monkey with? Just like more interactive spells, being a harder control deck. Cycle Typhoon. Good for us. Yeah, we're just, the idea is that like the metagame in general is pretty inhospitable towards wait, I put back the second Teferi. I did not mean to do that. I think okay losing to Mystical Dispute into Polymorph, but I meant to put back the second Teferi, or the Murktide over the second Teferi. Maybe it ends up working out better for us. Lavical improves. Thank you, resubs. Do I play any Paper Magic at all? I want to play more, but I just don't have too much time. I do have a very extensive modern collection at the moment. I used to have a legacy collection too, but I sold my whole collection a while ago, and I've spent like the last 2 years rebuilding my modern collection. Yeah, sorry. The idea is that the metagame is inhospitable to Ragavan and Darcy. So just like not only playing this deck where you just play Murktide instead and you're really resilient to the removal that Ragavan and Darcy are good against, people will think that you're playing Ragavan and Darcy when they see that you're playing Murktide and that you're playing this color combination, and they'll even maybe leave in Prismatic Ending and like Fatal Push Lightning Bolt against you, and you're like pretty resilient to those cards in general. Is the idea behind this deck. Yeah, I sold my cards on Facebook groups. I think that's probably the best way to sell it. You can also like I think list as an independent seller on TCG Player. I know that a friend of mine has done that recently. I don't know how good of an idea that is, but I know that I have a friend who did that recently. They discard Dispute. Attack the Nahiri. Pretty ahead here. I think. Bing, thank you for your tier 1 subscription. Appreciate ya. So recently you and I are connected on Facebook. Yeah, that's got to be from... Yeah, I sold a lot of cards on Facebook back in the day. Maybe I just let this go. I mean, the Teferi is just so important to have in play. They have another lightning bolt. This kind of stinks. Or one of those. I guess you have Prismatic Ending. Surely they're not bouncing Snap, though. They're probably just plus. Yeah. You can Prismatic Ending the Teferi, of course. Are they get a minus on my Snap? They do. Interesting. Alright, that's a good draw. My opponent is going to make a Dwarf token, I think, but we can let them have it for a turn. What would they minus there? Nihiri was safe. I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine. What's the point of reverse hollowing in Dark Souls? Okay, reverse hollowing in Dark Souls allows you to do a few different things. It allows you to summon other players into your game to help you on your quest or summon NPCs. It also allows you to be invaded, which allows you to get invaded by some NPC characters and do some quest lines or some other player characters. So in some ways it just enables PvP. It also, being human, makes your item discovery rate better though. If you're human in Dark Souls as opposed to undead, your item discovery is better. In fact, the more humanity that you have, the better your item discovery is overall. And I think it kind of soft caps at 10 soft humanity before it stops being like a pretty big asset. One, two, yeah, we have enough to Murktide with Charm, Flusterstorm up, and kill Nihiri. Seems to be a good formula here. No, in Dark Souls 1, being human doesn't give you extra XP, but in Dark Souls 3 and 2, it does give you an HP boost. We just double Flusterstorm this. Kind of a weird spot. Could have just let it resolve. Would have been a good time to have boarded it in the Emrakul, huh? For the memes. And Nihiri down. Been a good match. I'm hoping to get a different matchup next because we just played this guy last round too. Maybe Snapcaster is better than Charm. I don't know, I kind of like the versatility here. Draw 2 into Fluster better? I don't think so. I think the Counterspell has so much value here. And the Flusterstorms have lost like almost all their value anyways. Yeah, shock. Murktide Regent's a pretty big pretty big creature, huh? I think I'm just gonna hold up the counter spells and then bolt my opponent in their upkeep after I hit them with the Murktide again. Never mind. Any chance? Have you ever built a jeskai getting the trial chance for glory? No, I don't think those decks are any kinds of competitive. So it's like on my channel, my goal with my brewing and my like deck building is that I want to be trying to find like new things that are competitive that people are doing, and I don't like to just like say Gideon of Trials, Chance for Glory is cool, I want to build around it. I don't really think it has almost any chance to be competitive by like the nature of like both cards being individually weak, the payoff being like one extra turn that isn't like even so good. I guess turn 2 with Thought Scour in the stack. Those kind of cards are not where you want to be these days, I feel. Agent is redeemed, seeing the name of the next card drawn. You got it. When it's multi 6, so whenever we draw off Thought Scour, I'll just have to get into character. Headphone users, you might want to turn your volume down. This is your final warning. Mind Collapse is just bad in a fair deck, but like it does have some synergy with like Arc-like Phoenix and Demi Lich. I think Black Red Lurrus would still be a good choice for challenge. Yeah, I like the deck. I kind of think the Grixis variants are better at the moment though, but things can change if Voidwalker becomes well positioned again. Madrock would reanimate Answer Glory over and over. Yeah, I mean it doesn't sound like a good monster. So. You know what I mean? It's just like, just not at the power level you need to be at. Turn up volume if you want to, but no complaining about it. Sulfur Falls! Kind of cracked a little bit there. Oh, we did alright. I'll just play the Triome tapped here. Mean Fanny Pack redeem, tell a bad beat story. I actually meant to turn that into tell a good beat story. I meant to change it for this week because I'm running out. I can tell a bad beat story if you want to, but I can also allow you Mean Fanny Pack to have redeemed the first ever good beat story. Ooh, Den of the Bugbears. Hot. Eidolon's really good too. A little late on the Counterspell. Yeah, plus the Teferi. Alright, give me the good beats. Okay. You would have thought I would have had something tell. Okay, so the first ever PTQ I qualified for, I was playing Temur Dynavolt Tower. And that deck was really, really sweet. It was running really hot for me the whole time. And I was playing against Fevered Visions out of the sideboard of some deck. I can't remember exactly what they were doing. It was like a jeskai control deck maybe. But Fevered Visions was a card that was really, really hard to beat. It was really, really hard to beat. And I needed to draw like exactly the third Dynavolt Tower on a turn or I was dead. I only had 2 left in the deck, and I had like I can't remember exactly what the odds were, but I did draw the Dynavolt Tower to kill my opponent and qualify for my first Pro Tour, and that was after narrowly missing Pro Tour qualifications like 3 times. Like I lost my first 3 matches for a Pro Tour before I qualified for my first one, and it was a really good feeling. Oh, my opponent must have a second Eidolon here. Yeah, Temur Dynavolt Tower, one of my favorite decks of all time. I still have like the towers and like the Glimmer of Geniuses and stuff. Right, we need to draw a 1-mana removal spell, or Iteration Bolt, one of those 2 cards. There we go. I guess I've got Teferi in play, so I can my opponent might take some extra damage. How many I've played 2 actual Pro Tours, and then I've played 2 of like the Player Tours events. I've day 2'd all of them. I've had like decent runs, but I've never really had a crazy good finish. I love Den of the Bugbear, dude. Ashiok is also redeemed. Is this for the good beat? Run back good beat, but gotta be modern. Okay. Modern good beat story. Yeah, my first ever PPTQ I ever played. I played a Caleb Durwald Grixis Delver deck that I thought was the coolest thing ever, and I was also right. That deck was just like so cool. And I am playing my first round of top 8, and I play against my friend Mickey, who wasn't my friend at the time. This was like one of the first times I'd ever like met Mickey. I ended up being a groomsman at this guy's wedding, years later. But like I didn't know the guy at the time. I had played against him at Magic one time, and he got real salty because I beat his like MH1 limited draft deck. Man, this plays around Spell Pierce so well. I guess I can't counter. I need to counter the Eidolon that I know about. And but anyways, he's playing Boggles, right? And Boggles is a terrible matchup for Grixis Delver, like maybe the worst matchup in the format. He plays a turn 1 Boggle. I play a turn 2 Delver. He goes turn 2 Rancor Boggle attack. I just block with my Delver of Secrets, and his Boggle dies. He just doesn't have another one. He just doesn't have another one the whole game. And so I would have lost the match very easily without... Oh, that's a great draw. I would have won the match very easily, or lost the match very easily if he just doesn't make that attack there. But he did, and I ended up winning. I ended up winning the whole PTQ. Or the whole PPTQ. Sorry. That was a good beat. And then later we became friends. We actually played on a team pro tour together, the only team pro tour that ever existed. We played together, which was a really nice experience. And then I ended up being a groomsman in his wedding too. So that's definitely a part of the good beat, I feel. I changed my aspirated mirrorless for the CFP video. Yeah, at the time I was thinking a more all-in version was better at the time of recording that video, but since making it, I've kind of flipped my opinion. I'm a flip-flopper. I'm gonna snap Spell Pierce, pick up the Snapcaster with Teferi, so I can leave up Snap Bolt for the Den of the Bugbear. Can't Prismatic Ending a Den of the Bug. So now we also get to play the other Teferi because it's nice for it to be a painless lane. My opponent knows that I have the Snapcaster, and Snapcaster plus Teferi is it always feels really good. I'm gonna play the Esper Paper Scared of Blood Moon. Yeah, you could play it planes if you feel like Blood Moon's popular in your meta. It's just not that popular on Magic Online. It could be making a comeback. One hexproof creature changed 2 lives. That's absolutely true. I think I should counter. I'd also like to draw a Murktide Regent at some point. Got some time though. Oh, got plenty of time. Blood Moon gives you a free one sometimes. Hard to say it's bad. Yeah, I don't think Blood Moon's bad in Modern at the moment. It just isn't popular on Magic Online right now. The time of making this comment. Maybe you're not responding to me. Might be more likely, huh? Oh, there we go. Oh, here he comes. Murktide Regent's a hell of a Magic card, man. Exile Thought Scour, Fire Ice, Thought Scour, Counterspell, Charm, I think. We can go Snap Bolt and kill. My opponent should have main phase sacked the Canyon if they were going to sack the Canyon at all, right? Or maybe they wanted to be able to block Snapcaster with Den of the Bugbear. But it's a 3-2, not a 3-3. But it backs it up. Our third time playing against Burn today. I think the Burn and to some extent Prowess are both on the uptick again. And so I have liked my decision to play Kor Firewalker in the sideboard for today at least. I do think that I want to be trimming Teferi, especially on the draw. Like the first one's like usually pretty good to draw, but it's like horrible to draw multiples oftentimes. I think I'm cutting Fire Ices too. Although I kind of think Fire Ice in some ways is a bit better on the play than on the draw. Or on the play, it can kill a 1-mana creature for, you know, on turn 2 in the same way Prismatic Ending can, and then it can cycle, and then it of course kills Eidolon at instant speed, which is a lot better, especially on the play. I don't think Chalice on 1 is good. I think that we have too many 1-mana spells, but it's probably fine to bring in. It's probably hurts them enough more than it hurts you that it would be fine to bring in. Alright, gonna keep this. Hard to mulligan, potential turn 2 Murktide. They mold to 6. When is Donut Deck Thursday coming back? Not in anytime soon. I'm having I'm honestly just enjoying things more, doing my own thing. And it's also true that now that I've made this bet to be trophy leader at the end of the season, it's unlikely that I want to bring back Dono decks anytime soon, unless I just want to commit the ultimate flex on Magic Online players, being the trophy leader while also doing Dono decks. And I did say this earlier. It's maybe a little bit more than a coincidence that the season I stopped doing Dono decks, we have a good chance to be trophy leader. Yeah, I don't think you want Chalice in this matchup, but I also don't think it would be the worst thing to do. So I can Murktide Regent as a 5/5 this turn. I think that's the play. Just make a list of 5 decks you think are good, let people donate, pick ones to play. It seems boring to me. I don't think people would want to do that either. No, I mean, so usually you don't get anything for being trophy leader. That is true. But now, if I become trophy leader this season, I don't have to gift 500 or 200 subs to chat, which is a pretty big thing. You know, that's a pretty good thing to get for being trophy leader. It's not having to gift 200 subs. Ike, it's a mistake not play monkey no cap. Thank you for your comments. Appreciate the comment. There's a really good path there. But I've been liking this version today. You have to pay to give subs. Yeah, so I'll be basically losing half the money for the subs. Twitch takes a 50% cut. Yeah, it does cost me. It does cost me. So it's $1,000 to give 200 subs, and I'd be keeping half of that. So it's I'm spending $500. I think I'm holding up Charm this turn. Playing a tap land. Yeah, they don't give you anything for being trophy leader. It's honestly probably for the best, because to be the modern trophy leader or any trophy leader, I feel like modern's probably the format where it's the most difficult, but you have to play so much that I actually think it's a good thing that they don't incentivize you to become it, because people will play just a completely unhealthy amount to get it, just like me. Swinda, 10 months, appreciate ya. 10 months of bad jokes and shit takes, hell yeah. Appreciate ya. Yeah, Bezos wins no matter what. What if getting the trophy leader would make Wizards gift me 200 subs? Might have to sacrifice a clout spirit bomb to make that happen, but that'd be pretty cool. Wait, top Stevens hold up Snap Charm or just cast Iteration? They'll play the Steam Vince hold up Snap Charm. I'm down attacking. I'm pretty happy if they play another 1-mana creature here. You and Doom should put up 500 subs for winner at the end of the season. That's $2,500. I don't know how good you think us MTGO Twitch streamers have it. Squee, thanks for the gifted sub. It's nice of you. Okay, good. We'll get a deck going. Yeah, I don't know how good you think we have it, but it ain't that good. It ain't that bad either, but it ain't that good. Corrupted Mind, thank you for your 6 months. Appreciate you as well. Just gonna bolt them. Give me a second on the deck tech. Blue-white Urza's Recruits. Interesting. So it's an Oswald Fiddlebender Brew. I'm surprised you don't have like some cool 8-mana artifact to like Oswald your Batterskull or your Cauldron too. You're just like Fiddlebendering your like Thopter Sword combo together. 5 other good cards in the sideboard. Yeah, I feel like the Fiddlebender is probably not that good here, to be honest. Seems like the weakest card in the deck, and like you probably either need to build around it or Stoneforge, and probably not both. I'd also probably play like I guess the 3 endings, 4 portal holes is probably fine. 4 Aether Vials with only 16 creatures and 4 of them are 4-drops is also just not good, I think. Although I guess Aether Vial plus Fiddlebender does play pretty well together because you get to go like Vial in your Fiddlebender and maybe Fiddlebender extra Vials away. So I do like putting those 2 cards together. This just doesn't feel like the shell. In fact, I feel like this deck just cutting Fiddlebender for like Thought Monitor and then playing, you know, you also have to cut the Vials. I'm not sure exactly what you're cutting for those, but that seems like maybe Metallic Rebukes probably. That seems like the better way to approach the deck. I think I just counterspell any burn spell here. That board seems a bit all over the place. Bolt me. Okay. Instead of subs, you could do a trophy challenge or hot tub stream. I don't know where Doom lives. I think he lives in like the Northwest, and I live in Texas, so setting up an in-person hot tub stream would be hard. But I would do one with Doom if it was like somehow the logistics worked out. But it does sound like a fun idea. Yeah. Doom does still do donation decks. Just to get all the other big streamers to agree to not stream while you're hot tubbing. Probably do that. Yeah, people would tune in for like 3 or 4 minutes, chuckle, and then leave. Okay, so we're playing against Living End, which is probably a fine matchup post board. We get to bring into Flusterstorm, so the Chalices. Bit worse game 1, maybe. Yeah, fun to see, not fun to watch. I agree. I don't know what me and Doom would talk about. We could find something probably. I like Doom a lot. Ice them on their upkeep. You play standard for the hot tub stream? Yeah, I'll just do anything anybody asks, of course. I am the content monkey after all. We will never deny a viewer even the most ridiculous requests. Is that the SpongeBob line? Something like that. Alright, Teferi Time Raveler off the top might be nice. Counterspell is not too bad either. How awesome the Among Us days were. They were fine. I feel like I like really liked like the very beginning while everybody was playing it super casually, and then I didn't play any Among Us for 2 weeks, and then I just, as soon as I start playing, everybody's just like, they're so much better at the game. They're all like, they're just like, everything's just going so much further over my head because I haven't been playing. I stopped having fun with it. Alright, if they have, you know, Cascade Spell and a Cascade Spell, we lose. Thank Clothis. Now Violent Outburst with Force Up kills us this turn, but if they don't have it now, we can hold up Charm plus Counterspell. Cool. No, you're good, Ashok. It's not a big deal. Like I don't mind being outplayed. I just wasn't having as much fun with it. Especially because I feel like Among Us was just like, that game felt like it was like definitely meant to be enjoyed more casually. Or at least that's how I would want to play it. Hopefully they just draw all their Living Ends. There's like a decent chance they have 1 copy in their hand at this point in the game. What would it take to get another VTuber stream as a shark? Yeah, we could probably do as a million channel points, but I want to cool it on the channel point redemptions for a little bit, because I'm already like still a little behind on them. But you can definitely get a million channel point redemption at some point at chest for all the hard work you've done over the years. So probably use Counterspell, not Charm. I could live to regret this. Okay, they must have drawn their other living ends. Very, very lucky for us. Pretty sure this is my sideboard plan. But I might just do it. Like, I really had a good time with the Shark stream. Like, I'm not opposed to just doing it every once in a while. How feasible would a channel point redemption be getting a signed card? Pretty feasible because we already have one. I already have like Red Headband. The next one I have to do is I have to open up a PO box for people to send stuff. I'm gonna make that a sub only section on the Discord, like the link to that. Please don't. I cringe when I saw you as a furry. Well, it was a scaly first and foremost. Sharks are scalies, not furries. And lighten up a bit. Have some fun, right? 100k points for some shark action. Yeah, I want to do like something like that. Just like 10 minutes of shark for like a bunch of channel points. Yeah, I'm cringing at you calling a shark a furry. There's no fur, dude. Oh man. Awesome, Red Shadow deck was very cool. Looked really powerful. Clothless VTube, yeah, that'd be fun. But it would also be blasphemy, so sure. Does this feel better in the blue-red Murktide list? Yeah, like the white sideboard cards and Prismatic Ending matter a lot, and then also Darcy Ragavan have huge targets on their head, and just kind of not only like blanking the removal that beats up on those cards, but the fact that people will leave in like push on Holy Heat Prismatic Ending against you is a pretty big game, I feel. Okay, this is a keepable hand against Living End. VTube as Doom? That'd be cool. I'd have to get permission. Dude, VTubing is like Nikachu, Canister, Everose, Yellow Hat, Harry. That would be Fran. That would be really fun. But I think I'm probably the only person who would like have a good time doing it. I would ask them and they'd be like, I guess you can do that. Like, I guess that's fine. Alright, they Grief pitch Architects. Our hand is like pretty good against Grief. You just get a Yellow Hat. Yeah, I've got a Yellow Hat on the Conspiracy board right there. Yeah, I think Canister might be the only one that like that would, you know, want to do it too, maybe. Canister's so hard to get a read on though. Got any faithful saluters in the chat? The best emote on Twitch. You want to ice them in their upkeep? Dork Throne, 16 months. Appreciate ya. Another month to the sub king of modern. Well, currently at the top of the leaderboard. See at the end of the season. Assuming you've never played TTT. I haven't. I don't know what TTT is. You will resolve. Teferi, the time Raveler you're going to resolve. Hell yeah. Awesome. You don't know Triple T? No, I guess I'm holding out of touch. I don't know. I see the D&D Wizards video came out today. No, I haven't seen this. It is cool to see the overlap a little bit. Yeesh. Between D&D and MTG recently. Alright, we'll hit a land. That'll be fine. Yeah, I'd like to see the overlap. How do you get your thoughts on the deck? For 25,000, there's a channel point redemption option, and then there's also for $5 or gifting a sub. I'll take a look. Yeah, Murktide's seeing some legacy play, right? I think so. Bird's really, really good. Definitely good in a format like Legacy too. I think we're gonna be off to a 3-0 start this league. We started the last league off 3-0-2, then we lost match 4, right? Might be misremembering exactly how everything went down, I guess. Good luck. Yeah, no monkey because the format's really inhospitable to monkey at the moment. Mad Cow redeems Spicy Tick for Matter Reshaper. Not really spicy, just like de facto best card in Modern. Not sure exactly what this is. Probably either a food or affinity, most likely. It could be some kind of Urza deck. I guess I'm gonna 5/5 Murktide and not give myself the ability to double Prismatic Ending next turn. I think that's fine. Is it Emerge? I've never been a huge fan of the archetype in Pioneer. I do like the main deck Chalice. Playing a deck with, I guess you have the Fury to maybe catch up on those draws where you don't have like any 1-drops, which is kind of nice. Okay, that's kind of cool. I would try to play 4 Fire Ice. I also like, I don't know why the deck's playing Izzet Charm. You don't really have any cards that are good to loot away. I'd definitely play 4 Fire Ice before any Izzet Charm. I feel like Izzet Charm in general is... Whoa, man. I feel like Izzet Charm in general is not all that good in Modern these days. Yeah, I'd probably play the 4th Bone Crusher too before the first Izzet Charm. And maybe more Prismari commands too. I really dislike Fiery Islets in decks like this. They're trying to hit like 3, 4, 5 land drops. I would not play any Fiery Islets. I like the Dress Downs. I like the splashing of the white cards in the sideboard. I like the Blood Moons. I probably play Blood Moon, like 3 Blood Moon or Spreading Seas. Probably not and Spreading Seas. I don't like the Sandbar. I wouldn't play the Sandbar. Those are my thoughts. You probably need Kataki in your sideboard too. I'd play like 2 or 3 Katakis. Yeah, they're playing Urza, it seems. I was thinking Charm was just versatile. It's versatile, but it's underpowered. You might even want to try to play Archmage's Charm instead. Yeah, it's versatile, but it's underpowered. It's just not really where you want to be. Under 5 months, what I lack in Candy Looters, I make sub for in a spike. What? Hell yeah. Wise words. Needle. Probably named Teferi, right? Yeah, they do name Teferi. Go, Murktide Regent, go! See if they have an Urza. They don't. They do die to the bolt if they get hit by the Murktide and crack their fetch though. Oh, I guess they have the elixir up though. We'll need to be sure to be able to respond to elixir. If this is War of Invention, they've lost to me top deck and counterspell here. Yeah. They should have done this in my upkeep. Okay, game 2. So I get to bring in the explosives, the Katakis, the Wear Tears. I should probably bring in Alpine Moon. They're definitely a Saga deck, right? Yeah. No, maybe I just cut Lightning Bolt, Fire Ice. Seems like, honestly, like really good. Yeah. I can maybe cut a Murktide Regent if I'm bringing in all of these non-instants and sorceries. I mean, I'm only bringing in 3. It's probably fine. Winning game 1's really a big deal because we just have so many good sideboard cards against them. I cut 8. Yeah, but I brought in Wear Tears and sorry, Alpine Moons. I forgot Alpine Moons. Yeah, I cut 5. So I cut 5 instant sorceries total. I'll play 1 Fire Ice then over the 4th Murktide. Yeah, I forgot about the. I don't know why I was thinking the Alpine Moons were instant sorceries. Let's Hallowed Giants in this deck for when I cut Murktides. I mean, I don't think you're gonna cut all Murktides ever, or like more than one ever. You could play one Hall if you wanted to, but it's the card is not free to put in your deck, and I think that you really would. I would really prefer to play Hall of the Giants in 2-color decks over 3-color. Keep, I guess. This Finn's fine. Does need a little help maybe. They're also not definitely playing Saga, but I have a hard time imagining playing a deck like my opponents and not registering her as a Saga, right? Playing this so Glacial Fortress enters untapped if I want a Prismatic Ending next turn. Right on time, Spell Pierce. That's back. No, there it is. Yeah, I think I just want to counterspell like almost anything here. Nice that they can't Urza me this turn. The third Thopter Foundry. Duration, I think here. I guess I'll hand Counterspell, bottom, exile. Steam Vents. Deal with their third Thopter Foundry. Very ahead here. A sad Sword of the Meek. I'm just gonna pass this turn. I could cast the Iteration though. What a way to turn. Yeah, I don't think we need to deal with the Sword of the Meek. What if they have more Sagas in their hand because they've been missing land drops? Drawing that's probably good to wait. Yeah, I think that, again, I've been saying this all day. I want to make sure that people hear this. Expressive Iteration is a lot like Brainstorm. The longer you wait, the better the card is. Steal Witching Whale. I actually don't hate it. I don't hate stealing Witching Whale. We just get to draw 2 cards at the end of their next turn. This is like a really long, like really grindy play, but I think I like it. Right, let me Iteration here. Then if I find a land, I can go Murktide with Counterspell up. Expressive Iteration is a lot like Brainstorm. It's good. Wise words. Wise words. Bounce the Witching Well to give them a chance to win this game. I'll just pass with Snap, Charm Up, or Well. Right, if they shock down to 9, they're like committed to killing this, so it's probably Teferi. Goblin Engineer? Doesn't do anything. They have Path Exile in their hand. They put another Sword of the Meek in the yard. It's fine. I mean, I don't want to not get to do this game. It's probably not correct, but we're winning if they have Path anyways. I want to sack Witching Well to draw 2 cards. I don't have any illusions about me not just wanting to do this out of greed. This deck might be all over the place, but might be okay. Of course, Zach likes this deck. This is the most Zach deck I've ever seen. 2 decent cards. Pretty decent card there. Yeah, I think we can leave the Prismatic Ending in the yard for Snap, and then once we cast the Counterspell, we also have Snap Counterspell available. Punish for not delving one more. Wait, they went for Engineer, not Teferi last turn? Because they drew a land this turn, because they've been missing land drops. I mean, I guess they're just trying to bait. Seems like a little... Oh, I could have gone Snap Prismatic Ending to turn off the fetch land. It's probably not correct. I should have considered it a bit more. It grows the Murktide Regent by 1. I'll just Teferi, bounce the Meek, have Snap Counterspell up, and not really lose too much. So I think we're going to be 4-0. I'm going to go ahead and get the trophy prediction going. I think this is for trophy number 16. Solidify the trophy lead a little bit more. Is there a better weight on iteration so you're looking for something specific? I wouldn't think so, no. It's because it's not like a tutor, it's more of a card advantage spell. But the longer you wait on it and the more mana you have on the turn you iteration, the better it is. Alright, keepable hand. Bit awkward with double check land though. What do you get for ending the season at the top? I get not having to gift 200 subs to chat, is what I get. Because we have a bet going. Got a bet going for me to be trophy leader at the end of the season. I don't think Principe has a Twitch stream, like a Twitch account, but we looked at it the other day. No VODs or anything, and they at least are not currently active as a streamer. Instead of gifting 200 subs to chat, I'm gonna gift you 1 sub for 200 consecutive months. How many months is 200? I don't think anybody is that good at math to know. Oh, we're playing. This is probably actually Heliod, right? Mr. Rabe plays a lot of Heliod, I think. I could be wrong. 8 years ish. Oh, how many months? Oh, how many months? Ah, I've been had. Okay, I've been made a fool. Man, Chad is really good at math. Apparently, Chad is so good at math. They did that so quickly. Yeah, Principe has a Twitter. It's just like Y Principe. You can Google it. They reached out to me on Sunday, and this was before I announced I was doing the trophy bet. But they asked if they could make memes about the about our, like, you know, race, I guess. I thought that was really funny. It was nice of them to ask, but of course I'm in favor of the memes. Playing at some 4-color variants. I'm gonna go ahead and draw 2 here. I think I like Snap Ice this turn when my opponent's not doing anything this turn. Spiral is really interesting here. I think I still have to go for Snap Ice. Spiral might just like be game winning for them if they can stick like Omnath now. I mean, Snap Ice is worse now, but we just don't have like a better line this turn. The better line was cast Iteration to like try to find Counterspell. Okay, so them spiraling again is really good because that. Oh no, they can resolve a 4-drop actually. Yeah, they can. This is probably Bring to Light, seeing this Triome, which is actually a pretty good matchup compared to like 4-color Control or Niv, which is a worse matchup. So I can snap draw 2. I think I might go Scour, Snap, Scour actually. Pull up the yard a bit. You need to draw another Counterspell at some point. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You have a 4-color controllers with Omnath. I've been playing a more mid-rangey version with General Ferris Rockerick. Okay, found a Counterspell. Although it's, you know, it doesn't let us cast Murktide this turn, which is a bit awkward. If you type !deck in the Stream Decker, you can find it. I think I posted it on Twitter too. I'm sure I did. Maybe not the most recent version. Recorded a channel Fireball video with the deck too. That should be up later this week. Do you have a prediction for my trophy count? No. I don't know. It's really gonna depend, honestly, like on how hard Principe works. But now that I'm not doing dono decks anymore, I'm just, my power is unlimited. They don't usually main deck any counter spells, and also the only uncounterable spell that they usually play main deck is Scape Shift. So I think I just want to counter what they get. Yes, can I help you? Hello, what's up? Hello to you. Welcome back. Wait, they have counter spells? I guess like Spiral makes that make more sense. No, I don't know. There's not going to be donation decks in the foreseeable future. Maybe at some point. Damn it. Counterspell? Ugh, in this deck? Okay, so they seem they're more of a Scape Shift deck, so I'm going to bring in both Alpine Moons. Why no donut decks? I'm just having more fun doing my own thing. I enjoy doing donut decks too, but you know, not all of them are competitive, and I just have been more fun working on my own stuff. I feel like this matchup is favorable overall, but we are down a game. Growth Spiral helps. No, not really. I don't know. Esper Shadow is both fun and competitive. Yeah, it is, but we also did Esper Shadow like 5-6 times, right? Maybe not that many. Probably 5. Yeah, we get a few. Yeah, we get a few. Like it always also feels bad whenever I have to reject like donation requests too. Yeah, it always feels bad. But some of them are just like non-functional decks, unfortunately. I'm gonna keep this as an out to turn 2 Ren. JJ, thank you for Twitch Prime. Appreciate ya. They mold a 5. This obviously bodes well for us. We did mold a 6, so like with it being on the draw, we're kind of at parity here. Cast Time Walk. Oh no. Ugh. Well, that's a way to unmulligan. Our draw has not been shaping up very well either. I'm not gonna play around second copy. I'll just lose. What do you think of Relic of the Progenitus in sideboard? I don't think it's necessary in this metagame. And then also like popping your own graveyard ever seems like a pretty big cost, so I'm choosing not to play it. Alright, this could maybe catch us back up a little bit. They're gonna counterspell. Why people hate so hard on Veil of Summer? It's not a very fun card. Is why people hate on it so much. I think. Who knows? It could be any reason. This could be any reason, perhaps. Hard to say for sure. Alright, they're gonna bring to light 4, looks like. Alright, seems like the Doubters may be winning this one, chat. Seems like the Doubters may be winning this one. They hit Expressive Iteration, Expressive Iteration. Barf. Why concede here, Spike? Why did you not play that out? 4-1's not too bad. This is back-to-back 4-1s, right? Yeah, back-to-back 4-1s with the deck. After a 1-2 drop. I think we should have time for one more. Run it back, been like in the deck today.